Hi, hello everyone. This is Dr. Chiranjeevi Manike, Professor and Head of Data Science and Cybersecurity Department, MLR Institute of Technology, Hyderabad. As part of data mining video lecture series, in this lecture we are going to discuss another important concept, and it is very easy to understand, that is web mining. In this lecture we will mainly focus on the basic concept of web mining, because the students, anyone who does not have a knowledge about the web, mainly because they can access the data and they can browse the different websites and they can access the data and they can do, but they don't know what information could be recorded, like in terms of the click throughs, the clicking on the different websites and browsing, navigations, etc. So to understand that, we need to understand what communication happens between the client and server. That is, what kind of information would be exchanged, and what are mainly the activities performed by the different users, and what data that is corresponding to each activity would be recorded. So that is very, very important to understand the concepts in this web mining. So here in this lecture, we are mainly going to focus on this, what is a web and basic web statistics. That is to understand the importance, and we will also discuss the types of user activities on the web and key steps in web mining. So what is a web? The web is a hypermedia based structure which provides a source of browsing information over the internet in a non-sequential format by use of hyperlinks, which redirects the users to more resources and information. This World Wide Web, abbreviated as WWW, supply a simple point and click means of exploring and viewing, and it is also storing a large volume of pages of information that are residing on the internet. So what is a website? A website is a one or more web pages and related to content, and that is identified by a common domain and published on at least one web server. So as I said, what type of communication and what are the transactions, that is in terms of this web. Like suppose if let us say I want to maintain a website, so I would design the different pages related to the website, and I will store those web pages that content everything in this my web server. This is a server. I would keep all the information related to my web pages. So any clients or users want to access, let us say like I want to design a website that is to give the information about the different courses, and I would also keep some slides and also the other information in terms of PPTs, PDFs and documents, and also the videos. So a student want to access, like suppose a student want to get information about the data mining course or any other courses. So he will, like as a client, he will access the web pages from the server. That is by sending a request to this web server, that is through client. So then a particular, whatever the page that is being requested by the student, that will be retrieved from the server and that will be returned as a response to the client. So that is the way. So this would be considered as one completed transaction. So these transactions also would be recorded. So in the coming video lectures, we will understand how we can, what kind of insights or knowledge we can obtain from this transactions and etc. So let us quickly go through the statistics to understand what is the importance and why we need to focus on this web mining. So what kind of data could be mined? So let us quickly go through the statistics. So these are the recent statistics, mostly 2024. So from this you can see, like there are more than 1.1 billion websites on the internet now, and these many new websites are being created every day, and there are 50 billion web pages. Those are mainly indexed on the Google, and the 200 million websites are active now. So there are over the more than 5 billion internet users in the world. The total number of websites, as we just from the previous slide, there are more than 1.8 billion number of websites are there in the world. And total, if you compare this the total world population, that is 7.9 billions. So among these 4.48 billions active social media users. So here the 3.5 billion Google searches every day, 1.2 trillion searches per year. The Google.com has around 86.9 billion monthly visits, and it is the most popular website in the world. As of October 2024, there were 5.52 billion internet users worldwide, so which amounted around 67.5% of the world population. Out of this 5.22 billions, that is in terms of percentage, 63.8% of the population, world's population, were the social media users. So if you look at the most visited websites worldwide, Google is on the top, next YouTube, and then the third position Facebook. And if you look at most popular top level domains worldwide, like the .com domain is the most popular, and then the .org, etc. And if you look at the number of websites being created, so here this is around like more than 1.11 billions, around billion websites being created every year. So you can see the peak at this point, it's around like, so mostly like during the COVID-19 pandemic, most of the people, they spent online most of the time. And next, most popular social networks worldwide as of April 2024 by the number of monthly active users in millions. So Facebook is on the top, then YouTube, then Instagram, WhatsApp, etc. Next, daily time spent on social networking by internet users worldwide from 2012 to 2024, that is in terms of minutes, it's around 143 minutes. And number of internet users worldwide, that is from 2025 to 2024, you can see the exponential growth, that is 5,500 millions. Next, revenue. This is another statistic need to know, that is generated by the Google, that is from first quarter 2008 to the second quarter 2024 in a US million dollars. It's more than 84,000 US million dollars. And we can also see the average time spent on a website. There are different websites like based on the type of websites and also based on the industries. And if you look at the type of the website and how much time the users being spent, average time spent on a particular website, so across industries around 53 seconds, that is a good average time on a web page across industries is around 53 seconds. So e-commerce pages, the time spent on e-commerce pages can range from the 44 seconds to the 1 minute and 22 seconds. And similarly, the blog posts, the visitors on average can spend anywhere between the 2 to 5 minutes on the blog post. And if you look at by industry type, the clothes e-commerce, the store has an average time on a page around 45 seconds, and whereas in the B2B, business to business websites has over 80 seconds. So then another thing is what type of the activities on the web the user can perform. So this is very, very important so that we can understand what data could be generated. So how this data will be used, like how we can use the data mining techniques to mine the meaningful insights or actionable knowledge from this data. So if you look at the types of user activities on the web, those are mainly categorized into the various types like browsing and navigation. That is browsing, visiting the websites and navigating through the hyperlinks. The time spent on pages, entry and exit points. So all this information would be recorded. And the search behavior, like a query centered into the search engines, what type of queries been entered by the users, and keyword used in an interaction with the search results, what type of keywords are being used, and click through rates, how many times you click, that is also called as a click stream analysis. Next, content interaction, that is reading articles, watching videos, listening to the audio, downloading files. And engagement metrics such as likes, shares, comments in the social medias. And e-commerce activities like browsing product catalogs. We so most there are many e-commerce websites. So we, if you want to purchase a product, then we'll browse the different products. So we apply the different filters, and based on the color, based on the quantity, based on the brands, and based on the price, everything will apply the filters. We'll browse the different categories before making the purchases. Next, tracking abandoned carts and wish lists. This is the another e-commerce activities done by the users. Next, social media interaction. As we just before discussed regarding the number of users worldwide who are active in the social media is more. That is around 63, more than 63 percentage of world population. So they post, comment, they like and share the content, they follow the accounts and join groups or communities. And also another activity is form submissions, that is filling out the contract forms, surveys, registrations, providing feedbacks, reviews, etc. So another activity is clicks and mouse movements, like a click stream data that tracks the sequence of clicks and navigation paths, like where you clicked on, and where you have clicked on the website. So how you are navigating, that everything would be recorded. Next, mouse movements and hover actions indicate the where the areas of interest. Next, the session behavior is another activity done by the users. Duration of browsing sections, like how much is time you spend on that particular page, like that would also be recorded. Next, pages visited per session and the session frequencies. These are also the activities done by the users. Next, downloads and uploads. So we daily we upload the different types of data, like in terms of images, audio, softwares, etc. And we will also download the content like a PDFs, text, audios, videos, etc. from the different websites. And that is another kind of activity done by the users. Next, streaming activities, mainly watching videos or live streams, listening to the music. So here the pass, skip and relay behaviors also would be recorded. So how do we measure this? Measure the activities. Those are activities done by the users. So there are just a common measures we are going to discuss now. Later we'll discuss in detail and specific measures to measure the user activities. So here the page views is, that is number of times a page is accessed, bounce rate, percentage of users leaving after viewing only one page. So session duration, average time a user spends on a site, click through rate, that is percentage of users who click a link or ad, conversion rate, that is a percentage of users completing a desired action. Example, purchases, sign up. Sometimes if you want to, even if you want to access a free content also, so you will be asked to sign up. So many or few are like, so how many are going to turn, how many are going to fill this, or how many are going to, like suppose by watching the ad, or by watching some the reviews, by reviews, how many are going to purchase the product or a service, and how many, like suppose even the free content is given, how many are going to sign up for that. So these are all would be measured. And if you look at the applications of analyzing user activities, so we again we'll see the individual, like because the web mining is mainly categorized into the three, like content mining, user, the structure mining, and usage mining. So we'll discuss the each category wise different applications also. And these are some general applications. like personalization, tailoring content, ads, and recommendations, website optimization, that is improving the navigation, layout, and performance, market campaigns, measuring campaign effectiveness and return on investments, the fraud detection, that is identifying the unusual patterns or activities, improve user experiences, addressing the pain points and enhancing the satisfactions based on the reviews or experiences. So if you look at the key steps in web mining, the first step is a data collection. So what data we are going to collect? So that need to be decided first. So we have to gather the data from the different pages, server logs, or other web sources. So next, the second step is a pre-processing, because the most of the content which is available in the social media in terms of a text, that is that need to be pre-processed, that cannot be used as it is for any analysis. So that cleaning and transforming that data, that is to ensure its quality and consistency. It may pre-process involves the removing the duplicates, noise, or irrelevant data also. So pattern discovery, that is another step. That is, once the data is ready, cleaned, pre-processed, then we apply the different data mining algorithms like classification, clustering, association, rule mining, that is to find out the different patterns. Next one is the analysis and interpretation. So once we find the patterns or the knowledge from by applying this classification, clustering, or association rule mining, so that need to be analyzed and interpreted. That is evaluating the discovered patterns to gain the insights and actionable knowledge, what actions we could take, how we react on that results or analysis part. So these are the steps. So thank you for watching.